Here's a demonstration of an AI-driven dashboard and data analyzer for the Adobe Digital Price Index data. If you have no idea what the Adobe Digital Price Index is, you can head over to the glossary section, which might have some useful information for you. But the Adobe Digital Price Index is essentially a comprehensive measure of inflation in prices for goods that are sold online. And this data is put out by Adobe on a monthly basis, and it's available at two levels. One is the total online inflation, and then we have the inflation broken down by product categories as well. So this dashboard lets you visualize this data, and it has many interactive elements which I urge you to play around with and take a look at for yourself. But I'm going to jump straight into the feature that excites me the most, which is this generate insights feature. So essentially, let's imagine you're new to the data and you just want some quick high level insights uh, from the data that you're seeing over here. Then we can ask an AI to take a look at this data and come up with some interesting insights. We can do that by hitting on the generate insights button like that. There you go. The insights are ready. Now, first off, I must say that this looks pretty comprehensive. It looks like there is a good amount of detail that has gone into it, which is awesome. And so the AI has come back to us with insights. Now let's gloss over it real quick in the interest of time. I won't be going through all of it, but maybe one or two points. So it says insights from online inflation data by product category. Electronics price decline. Over time, data suggests a steady decline in prices for electronics. This could be related to rapid technological advances, increased competition, and frequent product releases, leading to older models being discounted more quickly. This to me is super interesting because it shows that not only is the AI able to make sense of the data that is presented to it, it's also able to tie it to pre-existing knowledge and context to come up with interesting insights, which is great. Now let's take a look at trends in flowers and related gifts. The price index for flowers and related gifts shows significant volatility. This could be influenced by seasonal dynamics, by seasonal demand peaks, such as Valentine's Day and Mother's Day, and supply chain factors affecting availability and pricing. Once again, this is super cool because it's able to give us very relevant insights based on both the data and pre-existing knowledge and just general understanding of the world. So let's take a look at that. Let's pick electronics. There you go. Deflationary trends. And then was it flowers and related goods? Yeah, and it looks like, yeah, maybe it's talking about, yeah, these guys spikes around Feb, probably due to Valentine's Day, which is awesome. It's great that the AI was able to pick up on that. All right. So, yeah, I urge you to take a look at this and play around with it more for yourself. But I want to showcase another feature which I call the data analyzer. It's often the case that you're going to have more specific questions of the data and more technical questions of the data, for which you might typically look to somebody like a data analyst within the organization. And this feature essentially allows you to do that. You can think of the AI data analyzer as a data analyst itself and go ahead and ask it really specific or technical data questions, for which first you'll have to choose the data sets that you're interested in. You can either choose both of them or just one of them, depending on the questions that you might want to ask. And let's see, let's ask it a question like, what was the average inflation in 2019? There you go. The AI was able to do that for you. The average inflation was calculated as 0.8014. And what's great is that it's also able to provide a quick explanation for how it performed the analysis. The data set contains a date column. We filtered the data to include only entries from 2019, and then total the mean of total inflation was calculated for the filtered data to find the average inflation for 2019, which is fantastic. As you can see, this is probably uh, similar to the steps that a data analyst might have followed to execute an analysis of a similar nature. Now, let's go ahead and ask something else. We might, let's ask it to give us something like a plot to visualize data. For example, let's say, give me the month over month growth plot. There you go. That's wonderful. It's able to plot out a beautiful graph for us of the month over month inflation growth, as you can see. And then once again, it's able to provide an explanation for how the calculation was done. Plot shows month over month inflation growth over time, with x-axis representing the date and y-axis representing inflation growth percentage, which is fantastic. So yeah, once again, this data analyzer is able to perform a whole range of operations far beyond the two use cases that we saw today. So I urge you to take a look and try it out for yourself. And I hope you enjoy this demo. Thanks.